Susan Calman. I've been to some amazing places on cruise ships.
There are 2 whales just up ahead.
But this time,
Come on, come on.
I want to take you on some truly unforgettable globe-trotting adventures.
The best cup of tea in the world.
I think so.
These are my bucket list cruises to beat all others.
Hooray!
To parts of the world you only ever dream about.
They're quite breathtaking.
A dream come true. Aboard every kind of ship, some huge,
Goes on for miles.
some a little smaller.
The captain already to escort me on board.
Personally.
So pack your suitcase and your passport
How do you do?
and join me sailing the high seas.
Yes!
And you could end up here,
Sort of spiritual, isn't it?
or here,
This is my first time seeing a kangaroo.
So excited for you.
or even here. Welcome on board my cruise of a lifetime.
Here's the cruise.
This time I'm on one of the largest ships I've ever cruised on.
She's a big one.
Where I'm taking in the bucket list destinations, from catching waves in Barbados to chasing waterfalls in St. Lucia
It has taken my breath away!
and viewing underwater art in Grenada.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in my life. There she is. That's my ship, and she's one of the biggest I've ever sailed on. Look, let me show you how big it is. Come on, come on. Now, in some ships I've been on, it would take me about 30 seconds to get to the end of it. I've actually not gone yet from the start of the ship to where the main part is. We're not even at the first gangplank yet to get on the ship. You mustn't worry about your step count on this cruise. Okay.
Come on, little legs, we can do it.
To use a technical term, she's a big one. Goes on for miles.
It feels like it. And at 331 metres, the MSC Virtuosa is massive. And when I say massive, she can accommodate up to 6,334 guests, has 1,700 crew members and 18 decks. She's also home to 11 restaurants, 21 bars, which is more than some UK towns. Oh, and your very own robot bartender.
Just on board, need to find my cabin. On a smaller ship, that might be easy, but this one is a little bit more complicated because it is huge. So, your cabin. Search by cabin number. 13243. Confirm. That is my cabin. So it is at the, I would say, the rear of the ship. Let's see what else we can find out here. Most useful button I've ever seen, nearest toilets. Because do you know what question I ask more than anything else? Where are the nearest toilets? I ask it about 17 times a day, and this will tell me wherever I am. So, we need to go to the lifts, we need to go to deck 13, and then we need to make our way to the back of the ship to find the cabin.
Right, deck 13 is where my hunt continues.
13A. Oh, so it tells you which lift to go to. Fancy.
Now to find one cabin out of over 2,400.
So, I'm going this way. I don't know if it's this way. I think it might be this way. Nope, that's even cabin, so it must be this way.
It is this way. But it's not over yet. I've just got to walk half the length of the ship. And hope I don't get lost.
4-1. It'll be the next one, it'll be the next one. The sense of triumph is complete.
Success!
Here we go. Well, this is absolutely lovely, very modern. Nice mirror for the morning to do that. Little balcony out there, perfect for enjoying the sunshine. Looks like a lovely comfy bed. Let's see, I read everything. Want you to have a good night's sleep, thank you. We provide 2 pillows, one soft and one slightly firmer, to satisfy different preferences. Your cabin attendant will be happy to help you choose. I don't think we'll do that this early on in our relationship. I've not met him yet. Can't say, come in, fella. Try the pillows with me. Bit forward. I'll do it myself. Do it myself. Slept in a lot of beds. Sounded a bit wrong. I don't mean it like that.
This cruise visits a whole host of destinations and gives you a real flavour of all the Caribbean has to offer. I've hopped on this cruise of a lifetime in St Vincent, where we will then head east to beautiful Barbados, before travelling 149 nautical miles to Grenada. And then we finish our 5-day adventure in the paradise of St Lucia. But first it's time to mingle with some of the 6,000 or so passengers on board.
Hello, everybody. Hiya, how are you doing? I heard your voices and I thought, they sound like British cruisers. I must say hello to them. How long have you been on the cruise for?
This is our 13th day.
13. That's quite a long cruise, isn't it? It's almost a hop on, hop off. People are joining and leaving all the time, aren't they? Do you think that's a good thing?
It gives you people the opportunity to do either 7 nights or like what we've done, the 14 nights.
Right.
And then it just keeps the cruise fresh because new people are on it each time. You get to meet new people as you're going on and off port.
Have you enjoyed the facilities on the ship?
Yeah, I mean, we are in the posh bin. The yacht club.
You can pay to get into?
No, basically you book a cabin within the yacht club and it gives you access to the front of the ship where your butler looks after you 24/7, does everything for you.
Jane, you just hold on a second. I've just found a rich house, poor house situation. They're in the yacht. You're not in the yacht club?
No.
Have you felt different? Have you felt like it's changed?
They do have to come out and visit us.
They look down on us sometimes.
Is it that old sketch, I look down on these people because they're not members of the yacht club? Well, listen, thank you for chatting to me. Have a lovely last night and I'll see you all soon, okay? See you later.
Because their last night is my first night and I can't wait.
I make no apologies for this. I am going to explore every inch of this ship and every part of this beautiful place. It's going to take some doing. Luckily, I'm match fit. Come on!
Coming up, I hit Barbados on the most fun of fun buses.
Rums, pass them back. Now it's a party bus.
And will I hang 10 or wipe out on the sun-kissed surf?
All right, up you go. Up.
Welcome back to my cruise of a lifetime. I'm on a colossus of a cruise ship and we've arrived in beautiful Barbados. But first, with this ship carrying so many passengers, I'm heading to Deck 7 to join the rest of the group on my excursion.
Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time to go enjoy your tour. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue au théâtre.
Two of my favourite things are about to happen. An excursion and organisation. I mean, what would a holiday be without that?
Because with so many people getting off the ship, us passengers are split into groups and given a number. When your number is called, you can head off for your excursion.
Oh, I love organisation. This is the best holiday ever.
We've arrived at the island of Barbados, known for its stunning beaches, fabulous culture and, of course, rum. In 2023, more than 650,000 cruise passengers visited the island, and the capital, Bridgetown, is home to a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Bonjour, welcome. So we're about to head off on kind of an island hopping tour. The guide is also the driver. You book them and you think, no idea what's going to happen. This is the fun bus. Are you ready? I'm ready for the fun bus.
These open-sided buses are a great way to do a whistle-stop tour of Barbados. And our guide Alex definitely brings the fun.
Who's ready to have some fun, yeah?
Yes!
Okay. Anyone know what is this?
What's that? Okay. What's that?
This is your best friend for the day, yeah?
All right, okay.
So we have 3 gallons of that rum punch, yes?
They want the
also
punch.
some fruit punch juice.
They want the punch.
Yes. So we're gonna get you guys going so we can have some fun.
3 gallons of rum punch on board. Now, you don't get that at a bus at home. In fact, it's actively discouraged to bring your own punch onto a bus when you're heading to Sucky Street.
But everything in moderation. We'll get a little sample of that later on. For now, all we need for a good time is good music.
The party's having to wait for a traffic jam.
Yeah, of course. So this is where we're gonna have some fun now, huh? Feeling
Hot, hot, hot.
So when you run, bum, bum, bum,
That's my favourite bit.
and you run, bum, bum, bum. Ole, 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 Barbados is actually the home of rum. Now, does anyone know what it was called before it was called rum? It was called Kill Devil. Yes.
Kill devil.
They used to store it in lead pipes, and then lead is not good for the body. So they said when you drink it, it could kill the devil. Yeah? They said when the guys drank it, they got all rambunctious, so then they call it rum.
While Barbados is known for rum and gorgeous beaches, it still has some surprises up its sleeves.
Now, if you look through the gap on your left, you will see a red and white sign.
Woolworths.
Woolworths.
I'm going to get my pick and mix.
And there are monuments to other legends on this island too.
This is National Hero Square. What we have in the middle, the monument, is called Our Loyal Sons and Daughters All. It represents the shackles because we came from slavery. So the meaning of this monument is the Barbadian family breaking free from the shackles of slavery, giving birth to 11 national heroes so that we can develop as a country, yes? So to the right, who do we see? Rihanna. These are our 11 national heroes. These are all guys who contributed to the development of the country, yes? National Hero Square.
And with such a long history, Barbados doesn't only celebrate its famous heroes.
The red brick wall to our left. So you guys can see the inscriptions. Now this has every last name of every person who have built the island of Barbados from scratch, yes?
That's incredible.
So we had a lot of guys passing through Barbados at that time. We had the Portuguese, Spaniards, the Englishmen.
As our whistle-stop tour pulls over next to one of the many gorgeous beaches, we're all ready for a well-deserved rum punch. And I'm on hand to help out.
I've now ingratiated myself into the party bus.
Of course.
1, 2. There's 2. Let's get them back. Right, rums. Pass them back. Pass them back. Pass them back. Pass them back. There you go. 3. Another one. So one more after this. Enjoy it. I can testify to the fact it's really very delicious.
Good.
Yeah. It is good.
Very good, huh?
Now it's a party bus.
And as much as I could stay on the fun rum bus for hours, I'm hopping off for my next Barbados bonanza.
Hi, thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed. Do you see that? Someone just walking past said, enjoy Barbados. That's the vibe of this place. That's what Alex did for us. Because Alex was waving at everyone and everyone was waving back. And it feels like, in a way, you're not a visitor. It feels like you're part of it already. I've stepped off a massive cruise ship to this beautiful chilled out island, and I absolutely adore it. That was a fun bus, and it's the kind of fun I'm in for.
And the fun never ends, as I'm meeting Alan Burke. He's been surfing since he was a child and has even represented his country in surfing competitions around the world. So I'd say he's the perfect person to teach me a thing or two about catching those waves.
Alan, I've been so looking forward to meeting you. You're a big deal in surfing, aren't you? Come on, Alan, you are.
I've been around. I've been around. I started surfing when I was 8 years old. There's a beach named after my family. It's called Burke's Beach.
Really?
It's a mile south of the capital of Bridgetown. I'm 9th generation Burke, originally out of Galway. And
Out of Galway?
Yeah, believe it or not.
You've lost the accent a little bit, Alan.
Yeah, and I'm speaking my best possible English for you right now.
When I think of surfing, I don't necessarily think of Barbados, but it's a great place to come, isn't it, for surfing?
Yes, it's world class. We got some of the best waves in the world. A matter of fact, our premier spot, which is become very famous over the years, Soup Bowl listed as 4th favourite wave in the world.
Bowl.
Soup Bowl.
Now,
That's
why is it called the
basketball.
Soup Bowl?
Well, the word soup is what white water on a wave is. It's
Right.
known as soup
Okay.
because it's a very powerful wave. It became known as Soup Bowl.
I've caught a wave just body surfing and perhaps on my knees, and the feeling is extraordinary.
Lovely.
I have a difficulty with the popping up onto my feet thing. So anything you can do to help me, do what you can. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to catch a few waves and
So we
stand up
catch
for
a few
sure.
waves.
I'm going to be
All right.
standing.
Okay.
So after a quick change, I'm armed with some basic surf knowledge, the perfect Barbados surf, and my very own pro sporting instructor. If I'm ever going to stand up on a board, today's the day.
No.
No?
No.
It seems I'm still getting my sea legs, but my not-so-secret weapon Alan is on hand.
The most important is your head up and then over your feet, over your board, right?
And he's also called in the surfing cavalry, his equally pro surfer son, Jacob.
Been joined by a very handsome young man.
So I'm feeling inspired.
What I would like you to do is push her in a wave. So I'll let you know when to stand, right? All right, up you go. Up. Stay with it.
That was the closest I've ever been to standing on a surfboard.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. I love being in the water. I love being in the water. My favourite in the world is being in the water. One more try.
If you're bending at your waist and you're leaning over, you're going to topple over. So if you feel that happening, just get your head over your feet. Don't think it's over, right?
Right, I've got this.
And Susan, this one, ride it till I say off.
Come on, Calman.
Hard push, it. Keep going. Okay, Anna. Right up. Yeah, stay with it. Bend your knees. That is it. Bend your knees. Right. Woo. Yay. That was good.
Thanks, Dave.
Beautiful.
That was nothing short of exhilarating. Amazing what you can do with pro surfers by your side.
First time standing up. Absolutely magical. I know because of that man there. He is a magician. Woo! Swallowed half the sea, but all good.
For now, I'm swapping my one-person board for my 6,000-person ship. We've got a sea day between us and our next destination. So, as the sun sets, I'm keen to check out the nightlife and meet some fellow cruisers.
Cheers. Seems like you're having such a nice time. I wanted to chat to you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Jay.
Lovely to meet you.
Pravina.
Lovely.
Jayashri.
Lovely to meet you. Now, are you first-time cruisers or have you cruised before?
I am first time cruiser, but they have
You've
been.
been before. How many have you been on before?
This is my third one.
Third one.
Yeah. We are 14 people.
Pardon now, what now?
14 people. 14 of us.
What are the relationships between everyone then?
The sister-in-law, brother-in-law, Friends and and family as well.
Who's the organizer? Someone has had to organize. Is it you?
This is the second day. So far it's good.
You're going to take advantage though of the excursions because it's not just about the ship, is it? It's about the excursions. Do you know what you're going to be doing?
We have already booked. We have done swimming with shark. No, stingray. Stingray.
Hang on a second. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Look, there's a big difference between dolphins and sharks. Oh my God. I'm swimming with sharks. And you're taking advantage of onboard activities as well?
Yeah. We don't know what we're going to do on the white night, but we all bought the white dress. Right.
I didn't know there was a white night.
Oh, you can borrow mine.
So I'm slightly struggling with the dress code.
White dress.
I've got a white top that I happen to bring with me.
We can That's not going to fit you all the way.
No, it's not. It'll be indecent. Well, listen, it has been such a joy to meet you. Here's a cheers to a beautiful cruise to you all.
Caribbean.
Here's to the Caribbean. Absolutely.
Well, that's 3 out of 6,000 passengers spoken to. I could be here all night. Coming up, I go above and beyond on my enormous ship.
This is the highest you can get on the ship.
Then head down below to an art gallery like no other.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in my life.
Welcome back to my cruise around paradise, where we've left Barbados and are on our way to Grenada. When cruising round such standout locations, you need a ship that stands out too. And with 18 decks, 15 of which are accessible to passengers, you could call this one a whopper. Okay, the ship is huge, but don't worry, it's actually quite understandable if you start here. This is deck 5, and a lot goes on. You can book excursions here. There's also reception for all your queries, and basically the ship starts here and goes up from there. So, if you ever get confused, come to 5 and work your way up, which is what I'm about to do. So if I'm going to tour all these floors quickly, I'm going to need to do it like a chart show countdown. Well, count up. You get the gist. So, cruise shippers, in at deck number 5 is Le Grand Theatre. It is quite a big theatre. Some would say, indeed, a grand theatre. At deck number 6 is the ground floor of the promenade, packed full of shops and restaurants. There's shops selling clothes and perfume and handbags. Now, all of these things here are made out of chocolate. Look at that octopus! A non-mover at deck 7 is the second floor of the promenade with its stunning colour-changing ceiling. Now, over there is a TV studio, handy. I think they do karaoke in there. There's a pub. You're not short of somewhere to socialise on this ship. Holding steady with cabins only are decks 8 to 14. At 15, it's the pool deck, where you can also have a boogie. Vying for the top spot, it's the ever-competitive deck 16. This is what they call the arcade. Not just for kids. There's a basketball court there. This is still deck 16, which is the place to be if you haven't got your steps in yet. At 17, well, there isn't a deck 17. The cruise line originated in Italy, where 17 is an unlucky number. The penultimate entry in this count-up is deck 18. There's a bar area, seating area, a lovely breeze, and right there are the stairs that take you to the top of the ship. We've nearly made it. And storming to the top of our chart and the ship is the water park. So this is deck 19, and it's as high as you can go on the ship. But actually, not quite. Because they've even got a high ropes course. This is the highest you can get on the ship. Now, how do I get down? Guys? Guys? Safely down and having fully surveyed my ship from bottom to top, we've docked at my next destination, which I'll be exploring from sea to shore.
We've arrived in Grenada, which is known as the Spice Island, which is quite handy because I'm feeling rather spicy myself.
This tantalising island earned its nickname due to the large amounts of nutmeg, cinnamon and cloves that grow here. It's also a cruise favourite, with around 300,000 people visiting every year.
Here we are. There we are. Here we go.
And the waters surrounding Grenada are a great spot for our snorkelling excursion.
Quite beautiful to see the coastline. Lovely way to see it.
Which explains the swimsuit I'm wearing.
This is one of those situations, if you're like me and you're a bit nervous about wearing a swimming costume in public, you've just got to say, who cares? Because I'm wearing my rash vest and my shorts and my swimming costume, and I just walk through the ship in it. Now, you might panic at that, but don't. Because on a cruise like this, everyone's just in their swimming costumes. Nobody cares, because we're going to do something spectacular. So, here I am, swimming costume on, like it's the most normal thing in the world. I'm going to start wearing my swimming costume to the supermarket. That's how confident I feel now. They'll ask me to leave, but, you know, fair play.
Whilst the fruit and veg aisles of Glasgow might not be ready for that, the beautiful blue Grenadian waters are. Because we're visiting the world's first underwater sculpture park.
Oh, look at this, look at this. Small cove, you can't see anything from above the water, it's all underneath. I don't know if I'm a bit frightened or a bit nervous or a bit excited.
But with my guides from the boat and my snorkel and fins, I'm ready to dive into a gallery like no other.
Been to many sculpture parks, but never any I've had to swim to.
And bobbing around on the surface, I'm completely unprepared for the absolute beauty of the artwork below. The first of its kind in the world, Molinaire Bay Underwater Sculpture Park is home to 75 works across 800 square metres of the sea floor.
They're just statues, kind of looming out of the bottom of the sea. It's quite an incredible thing.
The statues are made from an eco-friendly cement that's textured to encourage coral growth, and the park draws people to this area rather than nearby delicate coral reefs.
Underneath this just there is a statue called the Circle of Life, and it's boys and girls holding hands in a circle. There's another one later on, but I'm going to have a quick look at this one. Amazing. Honestly, this is amazing. It's extraordinary. There's just a statue of girls and boys holding hands, and it looks initially like it's a rock, but only when you focus on it you see it's not. It's kids holding hands. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in my life. It is absolutely extraordinary, and it is so beautiful.
This is art like I've never seen before, nor will likely see again.
That was, without question, one of the most extraordinary things I've ever done. They loom up out of the water, like out of the mist. a very eerie quality, but they all mean something. It stopped my heart in a couple of places because it's there. That's a once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. Oh.
After a quick change, I've headed to the mainland. And unlike the sculptures which we really had to hunt for, this island is covered in a treasure as far as the eye can see. Nutmeg! Grenada exports up to 20% of the world's nutmeg, and it's even featured on their flag. Today I'm meeting Dame Cecil, who owns a family business that produces a variety of nutmeg-based products. And we're joined by her colleague, Lucia.
It is an absolute pleasure to meet both of you. For you, it comes from a very special place, doesn't it? Because it comes from your family.
Yes, yes. It was started in the 1960s by my mother, and she was a wonderful cook.
Right.
And she felt that nothing was being done with the pericarp of the nutmeg. That is the fruit that encloses the nutmeg and mace, which are the two spices that we find on nutmeg.
Imagine I'm an idiot. Nutmeg and mace are from the same thing. Is this
The same
one of
thing.
these things
yes,
here?
that
Can
is
you
it.
talk me
So,
through it?
This is the mace, the red part.
The mace is the red
The
part.
red part.
Right.
Yes, that's one spice. And the second spice is inside of this brown shell. This is a nutmeg.
That's incredible. I had no idea about that. I always thought mace and nutmeg were essentially the same thing, but they're not the same
Two
thing, are
different
they?
spices altogether. All the older Grenadian housewives in those days knew that they could make nutmeg jelly. But then my mother took it a step further and did nutmeg jam.
Right. I had absolutely no idea it was such an incredible thing. How long have you been involved here?
I've been involved for about a year or so.
Right.
And it's a wonderful experience because I meet different people not knowing the same thing.
Can I try some stuff?
Definitely.
Because I'm really intrigued by this.
Definitely. The syrup is
Hold
a
on,
very
I'm gonna
versatile product.
I'm loving this. This is the pilot for our cooking show together, Shana, you and I. We're going to do a cooking show together. Now, before we start, I love a maple syrup with my pancakes. Tell me, is that different
So
to
here's
maple
what.
syrup?
I've had experience with Canadians visiting us here. And after they had it, they'll be like,
So you've even persuaded Canadians
Definitely.
that this is better than maple syrup?
Definitely.
I mean, that is
and they've said
extraordinary.
it. They've said it.
Have they said it?
Definitely.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll be the judge of that. Right,
Okay.
So I've got a bit of pancake. That is amazing. It's got a tingle.
Definitely.
Hasn't it? It's sort of a magical thing.
Let the world know about nutmeg.
So what I'm going to do just before I just want to check one of these pancakes is okay again.
No problem. I know that palate is jumping.
You have changed my life.
Thank you.
They produce 8 different products here, including nutmeg jam and nutmeg liqueur. And as we all know, you can't come on a cruise without getting a tasty souvenir. Or 3.
Okay, I've been completely converted. So, unquestionably the syrup. Now, I need another present. My dad loves jams on toast and things like that. So, jam or the jelly? Jam or the jelly? Jam or the jelly? Jam or the jelly? Jam. Nutmeg jam. Oh, one more wee thing. Barbecue sauce. I'm going to take the barbecue sauce, the jam, and the syrup. And all of this. No, I'm just joking.
I'm like a kid in a nutmeg shop.
Could I have those 3 things, please? Thank you very much.
$42.40.
Thank you. And if you could arrange to have that shelf shipped to Glasgow,
Sure.
all of that over there.
And the syrup.
Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome, Susan.
Thank you.
Nice
Come here,
to meet you.
Come here, you.
Oh.
Lovely to
Enjoy
meet
that
you, my
syrup.
darling. Lovely
Yes,
to meet
bye-bye.
you. See you later on. Bye.
Honestly, my dad will be lucky if I've not eaten that jam by our next port, let alone before I'm back in the UK. Nutmeg to the world! Coming up, I party on my ship chock full of people.
Look at us. We're like the sequins triplets, aren't we?
And stunning St. Lucia takes my breath away.
The temperature feels like I could be in Scotland.
Welcome back. I'm coming to the end of my mega cruise from St. Vincent to St. Lucia. It's been a truly fascinating day on the island of Grenada. But in all my excitement, I've forgotten something.
I'm in a bit of a pickle. Cruise ships sometimes have like a themed night, formal night, Hawaiian night, and tonight it's white night where you have to wear all white. I kind of brought a white top with me just in case, but I have nothing to wear on the nether regions. So to avoid embarrassment, I need to find something to wear, which means I am now on a bit of a quick and very, 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 very panicked hunt.
Right, I've got very little time before the ship sets sail. And if I don't find anything, then it might have to be white undies.
Sometimes when you get off a ship, there's a shopping centre like this, and this one is perfect. So let's have a look. None of that's white, Susan, none of that's white. Patterns, I mean, they're beautiful things, but they're not white, they're not white. Another swimming costume. Is that too bold to go in a white swimming costume? Is that too bold? Yes, the answer is yes, it is too bold. Their wedding dresses, back away, back away, back away. We don't need a wedding dress. I mean, that's a statement, isn't it? To go to a night on a cruise ship in a wedding dress. Just wandering around waiting for my Prince Charming to come.
Oh, look, I've distracted myself again. There must be something here somewhere.
Da, 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 da. Plain white skirt, yes, please. So, I mean, in some ways it's not perfect. I like an elasticated bit at the back. Gives you a bit of room for the buffet, you know. But this will do, I think. Lengthwise, I think I'll be all right. Yeah, OK. We'll go for this one. That is a relief. Because otherwise it would have been a top. And that was it. And that's not how I like to attend a party.
Not after that recurring nightmare of mine. Shopping successful, I'm back on the ship just in time to set sail. And now to get my glad rags on. Because tonight is my last night on board, and it's also the must-attend event of the cruise. No, it's not a farewell Susan party, it's the white party. And I'm keen to show off my brand new outfit and my dance moves on the top deck. But this is such a big event on such a big ship that the party is everywhere, spanning all the passenger decks.
Got my top, got my skirt. Don't look at the shoes. They're not white, ruins it a bit. But I'm going to do a bit of promenading with my fellow partygoers along the street. A lot of people got the memo.
And some people even got the extra sparkly memo.
Look at us. We're like the sequins triplets, aren't we? What's your name?
My name's Giselle.
Giselle?
Tracy.
Tracy. Where are you from?
London.
London, together. What's the relationship between you?
We're just friends.
Just friends?
Yeah.
Now, when you got the memo about White Night, did you think sequins, that's the only way to go?
I already told her what to bring.
Did you? Are you the one who organised it and said, look, there's an event, you've got to wear white?
I wear black, got to wear black and white.
Well, it's quite nice because you put it on, don't you?
Yeah.
And you're wandering around and everyone else got the memo and it's quite sweet, isn't it? Yeah?
It's an opportunity to dress up.
Now, apparently, this party goes on all night. So you're going to party late into the night?
Yes.
Well, you should. Honestly, you look so beautiful. Have a cracking night.
Thank
You're
you,
gorgeous
you.
and beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you
you're
very
so
much
sweet.
indeed. See you soon, darling. Bye.
And would you believe it? On a ship of over 6,000 people, I've managed to bump into some of my cruising pals. What a perfect end to my last night on the ship. The following day, and we've arrived at the absolute paradise that is St. Lucia. It's the second largest of the Windward Islands and is home to stunning beaches and lush landscapes, including Gros Piton and Petit Piton, two mountainous volcanic spires that rise up more than 700 metres out of the sea. Iconic landmarks of the island. St. Lucia is also considered one of the world's top honeymoon destinations. So I can't wait to end my trip on such a sensational island. But, as I'm already married, I've got something else in mind.
I've done so many fabulous things in the sea on this cruise. I think there's time for a different type of fun in a different type of water, don't you?
Because St. Lucia is also known for its abundance of waterfalls, making it an absolute must for thrill seekers.
It is so busy here. It's bus upon bus arriving. This is a big tourist attraction. I can occasionally hear screams. You know when you're at a fairground and you hear, ah! That's what I can hear. So I'm going to make my way through the crowd and see what all the fuss is about.
This is the Tarai waterfall, and those screams are in fact a result of the 50-feet cascade of water, which I'm told feels like a massage.
I've been on a big ship, I've seen the big destinations, and it's been full of big surprises. In fact, I'd say it's taken my breath away. Actually, hang on, let me show you how it feels.
Because I can't travel all this way just to look at a waterfall now, can I? Cue outfit change.
There you go. Oh, quite cold, quite chilly. Oh, nearly my time. Oh, I'm so short! Why am I so short? Leaving up to his knees!
Can't say I've ever queued for a waterfall before, but you better believe I'm embracing these chilly waters.
I'm going to get under that waterfall. I'm going to put my hands up to the sky in celebration of the Caribbean. Even though the temperature feels like I could be in Scotland.
Right, my turn. Here goes nothing. A less than 5-foot Calman in 50 foot of waterfall.
I love the Caribbean. It has taken my breath away. Literally. Woo!
Next time, my cruise of a lifetime takes me down under. As I explore Australia, a country I've always dreamed of travelling to.
Look at that cave.
From the scenery to the wildlife.
Is that a kangaroo?
I make memories and friends I'll never forget.
Awaken the aromas.
Yes, awaken them.